Good evening. Thank you for being here. Welcome to our winter concert. We have winter weather just like we ordered for you. You're welcome. Got that for you. A few things for you to think about before we begin. First of all, if you've got your cell phone, please, parents, record this. Because I'm going to tell you what, later on, as your kids keep moving through the program to review how they've gained and how they've grown is worth it. Trust me, did it myself. Also, we would ask students, especially, make sure you're using your phones appropriately. You can take pictures, but you know what I mean by that. We've already talked about it, all right? Parents, if you would just silence your phone, though, so if something goes off or you have a message or whatnot, it isn't distracting. Remember, up in the balcony, we can hear you very, very well, so if you're leaving, make sure you just kind of catch the door, because otherwise they slam, all right? But we would like to thank Austin High School for letting us be here. We clearly were just too big to perform at Ellis, which is awesome, and we want you to be here and be comfortable, so we appreciate all of the hospitality the high school has given us. We also want to thank our music department, K-12. They support each other. All of our professionals support each other so well, and that allows us to do this. But just take a look behind me at our numbers in orchestra. Let's give these kids a round of applause. This is fantastic, all right? And I am very, very proud of all of the things we do at our schools, but our music programming is stellar because we have a lot of support from our music boosters. All right, we're able to put an instrument in every child's hands starting in 5th grade. Very few school districts can make that claim to fame, and we can, and that's why we have such incredible programming. So again, thank you very much for being here tonight. I know the weather's a little rough, so please make sure you get home safely. Take your time getting out so that you're patient with each other. And again, thank you for being here. Welcome to our show. Ms. Model, it's all up to you. Thank you very, very much. Have a great holiday season.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I am Mrs. Model. I teach 5th and 6th grade orchestra, so most of you probably know me from teaching your kids last year. And I also have the pleasure of working with the 7th and 8th graders. I get to continue with them. Even though I'm mostly at IJ, I get to go to Ellis a little bit, so they see me too. We're going to start off our program tonight with 6th grade orchestra, and a few of these students are actually going to come back up later in the program to do a combined piece with the IJ Chamber Orchestra and the Ellis Chamber Orchestra. So we're super excited to do a 6, 7, 8 piece together tonight as well. Oh, I shouldn't have. Okay, we got it out of our system now, right? So I'm not going to do a lot of talking tonight, but I would like to invite some student speakers up to share a little bit about the music that we've been learning. We've been working really hard on this since about October, about MEA break, I think, is when we started learning this music. So it has been a long, fun journey with this music and with this group, so I'm going to have them share a little bit about each piece with you. And Ma, Sophia, and Adina are going to come up first.
Welcome to our Winter Orchestra concert. We're so glad you're here, and we're excited to show you what we have learned so far this year. Tonight you will hear a variety of music performed by 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, and IJ Houghton and Ellis Chamber Orchestras. The first song that 6th grade will play tonight is called First Time Failures, composed by Thomas May. First Time Failures is an upbeat song using musical elements to bring out the feeling style. You hear lots of call and response throughout the orchestra, sections of music that are in unison and other harmony, and even some foot stomps. Please enjoy First Time Failures.
get a fill in for Emma. The next song we will be performing tonight is inspired by the cold of winter. Imagine walking through the forest on a cold, snowy night. You begin to shiver.
Shiver by Randall Standridge features specific articulations and dynamics to create the image of shivering in the winter cold. You'll hear the melody feature short-sounding notes called staccato, as well as one of our favorite techniques called tremolo. The tremolo is a delicate shake of the bow which gives the song the shivering sound. We hope you enjoy Shiver.
The final song sixth grade will be performing tonight is Dragon Slayer by Rob Grace. We play this song with energy and power that fuels the story between a dragon and a fearless warrior.
As we perform Dragon Slayer, we encourage you to listen for the battle between orchestra. Contrasting melodies and rhythms are passed between different sections of the group.
You'll hear short jabs between the high strings and the low strings, as well as longer melodies that cross between all of the instrument sections. Please enjoy our final piece, Dragon Slayer.
All right. We're going to make a small transition here. We're going to clean up some chairs in the back row over here, move some things around. So 7th graders, please stay seated. What you just didn't hear right here is that if there are IJ students that are performing in the chamber orchestra, the cello players are going to keep their instrument with them, and everyone else that plays cello and bass is going to put their instrument away right now because we have lots of time. So, quick transition. We'll be back in a few minutes. Nope, not yet. We got to get rid of that fifth row. Well, thank you again so much for being here on such a wonderful, isn't this just a wonderful Minnesota night here? So thank you for braving the cold and the ice and everything else we've had. My name is Jacob Crosby. I'm the director of the Ellis Middle School 7th grade and 8th grade orchestras and also the chamber orchestra, which you'll get to hear in just a little while. I'm going to turn it over to the students to talk about our music, and then between 7th and 8th grade, then I have a couple acknowledgments to make. So without further ado, we're going to have our first student come up to speak about our first song.
Have you ever been to a New Year's Eve party? Maybe you've heard this song. This song was an old Scottish folk tune. Words were written in 1788. The title roughly translates to "For Old Time's Sake." The song reminds the listeners of fond memories in the past and looking forward to new things in the future. Please enjoy as we play New Year's song.
Now we're going to do it again.
This song is full of striking rhythms. All the instruments are practicing our staccato bow stroke, which makes space between the notes. Imagine a rhythmic pounding of steel in a factory. Each of our group of our instruments enjoys playing a different melody. Please enjoy our second song, Metallurgy.
We will finish the 7th grade program with a medley of holiday tunes. You'll hear 3 royal melodies in this piece, including Joy to the World, We Three Kings, and Good King Wenceslas. We use new rhythms we've learned this year to play these familiar carols. Please enjoy the Kings of Christmas.
All right, we'll give some directions for the 7th graders here, but first of all, ladies and gentlemen, please give a special round of applause for our last-minute pianist, Mrs. Kathy Crosby, my mother. All right, we are going to have 7th graders exit the stage and go back the way they came, and then 8th grade, once they are all gone, then you may come up. Thank you. Melanie, 8th grade? Oh, All right, so before I hand it over to our student speakers, guys, I got to make a couple acknowledgments because, wow, I don't know if you got to be in on the chaos that was the transition between the band leaving and us getting here, but thank you so much for your patience. And we had some real special people in the audience that helped us out. Phil Burkhart was helping tuning at 6:20 p.m. along with Sue Redloff, who came later. Oh, and I'm not done yet. Then we had two parents that stepped in to help tune, Brian Christensen, and oh my gosh, I'm really sorry I don't know your first name, Amelia's dad, who also is really good with violins. Everyone give these four people a round of applause. I mean, if it wasn't for these four, we would have never made it here by 7:15. So thank you to all those people that helped us tune tonight so that I could put out, deal with some other issues here. And secondly, I just want to say a huge thank you. We had all of our admin here from Ellis and IJ. We had Dewey Shara, Joni Irvin, Dr. G, we had Kane Malo, and we had, don't tell me, Mr. Brown. They were all here tonight, and they've been helping us out. So big round of applause for our admin for being here. We thank you so much. Now, without further ado, I'll turn it over to the 8th graders to talk about our 3 songs.
Our first 8th grade piece is called Luminescence. This piece, referring to emanating light, contains a constant joyful rhythm throughout the beginning and the end. In the middle, there is a mysterious melodic section different from the rest. Please enjoy our first piece.
next piece of music is called Trepak, also known as the Russian Dance from the famous Nutcracker Suite by Tchaikovsky. Sanda the cow arranged these two melodies quite lovely and close to the original. We will also be performing a professional technique called bouncing bow stroke. Listen to our eighth notes rhythm as we bounce the bow on the string.
All right, well, the final 8th grade piece is called Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree Medley. Now, this is a medley of only 2 songs. I've never known a medley to just be 2 songs, but hey, we found one. So you'll recognize the tune from I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, and then we'll throw in some jazz at the end, and that's when we play Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. So a couple things to listen for. The cellos and basses have the jazz groove, pizzicato, bump, 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 really cool stuff. Violins and violas, they're playing what we call jazzy 8th notes. And instead of playing tee, 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 they're gonna go da, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da. So that's the jazziness of it. So please enjoy Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree Medley. at this time we'll have most of our 8th graders sit down, but anyone who's in chamber orchestra is now going to come up to the stage and take your places for our last song.
All right, as we're doing our last transition here, thank you for sticking it out with us, especially on such a terrible weather night. Please make sure you drive safe when we're all done here, and make sure you get home safely. But I just wanted to share a little bit about the chamber orchestras that are up here. So chamber orchestra, this tradition has been going on for a long time. But at IJ and Ellis, this program has kept growing and growing to the point where I think Mr. Crosby had to think about making 2 chamber orchestras this year. By the way, a chamber orchestra is typically a small group, maybe 8. Yeah, and we've got, 40 up here. So this is a little bit unusual, but we're so happy to have everyone up here. The students from Ellis who are participating, parents, as you know, have to get up before the sun is up and make their way over to Ellis by 7 for rehearsal. And then 6th graders, you kind of luck out. We're super excited that you guys get to do it during the school day. But regardless, we're so happy to have all of these students up here and learning a little bit extra. And Mr. Crosby wants to say something.
Yes, as Miss Model mentioned, this year we're trying to split into 2 chamber orchestras. We've got an after-school chamber now that is on the same day as targeted services, so that students that are going to be in that can ride the targeted services bus home. And we're going to give it a shot this year. We're going to see how it goes. Due to a lot of reasons, we didn't get them started quite as early as we got the before school started. So they will be performing, not at this concert, but by the end of the year we'll have a concert with the other orchestra, which I'm going to call the Sinfonia, which means symphony. Not much of a chamber, but hey, it's a good name. I didn't want to call it the Targeted Services Orchestra, TSO. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay. Last thing, I want to introduce our speakers, Jada and Camilla. They're going to tell you a little bit about the song that we're playing. But thank you again one more time for coming out tonight, for supporting your students, reminding them to practice at home, bring their instruments home, coming to their concerts, and encouraging them to stick with it. It all means a lot to them and their education. So thank you for your support of them. But I'm going to let them take it over with Irish Party in 3rd class.
We are excited to end our concert tonight with the song combining the I.J. Houghton and Ellis Chamber Orchestra. This is a group of students who meet outside of our original orchestra class time to learn more music and put on other special performances.
The song that the chamber orchestras will be performing today is called Blarney Pilgrim from an Irish and 3rd party. Some of you may recognize this song from the movie Titanic. This song creates a fun dancing energy. Our chamber orchestras enjoyed preparing the song. We hope you enjoy.
right, thank you all again for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. Have safe travels home. And see you tomorrow, students.